Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome to this video. This is John from xemacscode, and in this video guys we're going to work with the adding of new products to our database. So from the previous tutorial we have implemented the browse image action. So if we click on the browse button right now, you should be able to select a certain image that we want. So for example, I'll just select a new image here, and it should set the image into this particular image view. So now that we have that, the only thing that we're lacking is the action for our save. So whenever we click on this particular save button, we should be able to save our products into our database, and of course update our table view, which should reflect the new product that we have added. So that's basically what we want to achieve at the end of this particular video. So if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please make sure to watch the full video and enjoy learning JavaFX. So we'll just close this for now, and of course this one, and we'll start with creating a new method for our save product. So we have the layout for our products, right? So we should be able to set the on action event for our save button right here. So we'll just click on this, and then it should not say save table, it should say save product, because we're trying to save a product obviously. So let's just save our layout or our fxml file, and then let's go back here and let's just update our products.fxml, and particularly the controller itself, so that the save product method should be added right here. So that's how easy to add a method by just using the fxml file and just saving it, and then make a controller to update the controller for that particular fxml file. So in here, all we want to do is of course to establish a connection into our database first. So we're going to use the connection class, and then create a connection or con object out of that class equals to the JDBC. This is the object for our connection. So get connection. So basically this particular method should return if we try to go to the definition of this get connection method. The purpose of this is let's just say let's just go to our database, our JDBC database object. So when we say get connection, we should be getting the this is not the get connection, this one, get connection, we should be getting the connection object. So it should contain the state of our connection, if we are connected or not. So, and we're setting that right here. So basically now the con object holds the connection of our application into our database. So after that, let's just try to add the try and catch block right here. Try and catch block, and then we're gonna say exception X, and then in order for us to have a better understanding of what really happens here in the try catch, or try block, then let's display it by using the EX object, and then get the message, for example. There you go. So it will display a comprehensive message of what really happens inside the try block. So in here, we're gonna try to get all the values. So for example, the barcode. So I think we have barcode right here, so we don't have. So let's just add that for now. So let's just copy and paste this. Copy and then paste. Okay, so we need to resize our I believe it's VBox right here. So let's just resize this maybe a bit on the height. So VBox, and then okay, where is it? VBox. There you go. So instead of here, let's drag it on this part right here, just before the description. Let's just say this one is for the barcode. So we're gonna add a barcode for our product, so that we could identify a particular product by its barcode. So the ID for this, let's just say it detects barcode. There you go. Save that, and let's just make sure that we have FXID for our description, our price, category, weight, status, and so on, and also the image view for our product. So basically, that's how we set up our FXID inside the scene builder, and we want to resize this also, so it should align the align with the save button right here, and maybe we could change the width also, and change this, and also this. Okay, there you go. Now let's go back here, and we should update our controller. Again, right click on the FXML ID, or I mean FXML file, and it should include now the IDs for our barcode. There you go. And here, so we should say it detects barcode, and then get text. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same for our description. So et description, description that get text. There you go. String price equals et price that get text. Okay. String category equals CB categories that get selection model, and then get selected item. There you go. String is weight equals CB weight that get selection model, and then get the selected item. So we're just gonna use get selected item right here, and status also. So string status equals CB status that get selection model, and also get selected item. There you go. And the next step is to check if any of these variables contains a value or not, because if it contains empty string, then we're going to display an alert that's saying the user should fill up the form correctly before submitting it to the database. So we're gonna check. So if barcode that is empty, so if you try to read the documentation right here, returns true if and only if the length is 0. Okay, So we're gonna check if the length of this barcode is 0. So it will return true. And then we're gonna do the same for our description is empty. There we go. So this is or. So barcode is empty or description is empty. And then we're going to add few other variables right here. So let's just say, because we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's add 4 and then 6. There you go. And then this should be price. The other one is category, and then weight, and then status. Now, if any of this condition is true, then we're going to display an alert. So I'm going to create a method right here that shows an alert. So that will be alert that alert type equals the error alert type, and then we're going to say owner, and then the message itself. So please fill up the form correctly. There you go. And then the title of the message, that will be form error. There you go. And of course we need to define this particular variable here, owner. So that will be window and then owner, because the alert that we're going to create requires the owner, so that we can set the modality of our alert. So that will be stage, and then we could use any of the element that we have here, or the node, or any node that is present in the scene or inside the window. So by using the description, so for example we're gonna use the description. So we're gonna get the scene, and then get window. Okay, and then we're just going to import this. Okay, now our problem is this particular method, because currently we don't have that method. So what we'll do is try to create that, maybe just below this particular method. So that will be public static void, and then we could say show alert, open and close curly braces, and then we could say alert, and then an alert type. This is the parameter, or the first parameter. So we're specifying here the first parameter, and the owner, and then the message, and of course the title of the form. So basically this is the first parameter, and the second parameter is the owner of this particular alert window. So owner, and then the third one will be message, the fourth will be the title of the alert. Okay, now inside here we're gonna say alert. We're gonna create an object out of this particular alert class, and then we're gonna say alert, and then the alert type, alert type. Okay, and then we can say alert dot set content text, and that will be equal to the message that we pass right here. And we could also set the title from the parameter also. Okay, and maybe we could set the header text. So set header text into something null. So we don't want a header text. And then we could set the modality, so alert, and then init modality. There you go. and then we could say modality, and then application modal. So if we say application modal, accordingly defines a modal window that blocks events from being delivered to any other application window. So basically the alert will try to block all the events, and then in other words, we cannot do anything unless we close this particular alert box or alert window. So application modal, and then this the next one will be the owner, or the holder or the parent of this particular window, alert window. So that will be the owner that we have passed right here, which is the second parameter. Okay, and we're getting this window cannot be converted to modality. So let's just leave that for now. So alert, and then show and wait. Okay, so currently we're having this particular error right here that says that we have incompatible types, window cannot be converted to modality, and that's because we set this into init modality instead of the owner. So in init owner, that's owner, there you go, and we should be getting this alert whenever we have empty barcode or empty description or price or category or weight or status. So in other words, whenever the user skips a text field or a combo box, it should display please fill up the form correctly. Otherwise, we're gonna save the value into the database. So we could say here, we're gonna check if the user selects an image. So check if the user selects or selected an image. So if file is equal to null, okay, we could use also the show alert method that we have defined. So that will be alert, that alert type is error right here, owner, and then the message will be please select an image, and then we're gonna display also form error and then exclamation point. And then otherwise, and if you're wondering where is this file coming from, this is the variable that we have used for our file chooser right here. As you can probably remember from the previous tutorial, we have defined this on this location file, and then we set this particular file whenever the user browse an image. There you go. And then we're just checking here if this particular object or variable is null, then that means that the user did not select any image. Okay, so otherwise we could say file input stream, and then we're gonna name that as fin equals new file input stream, and then we're gonna use the file variable right here, and then we're going to check or get the length of that particular file. Excuse me. We're going to import this first. This is len, not length. Okay, so we're gonna add the prepared statement right here. So prepared statement, and we're gonna name it as PS equals the connection object that we have defined on the top here. So that will be connection object, and then prepare statement, and then we're gonna define here the SQL query that we want. Insert the product, so that will be insert into products, and then we could specify the field. So barcode, description, we have price, category, we also have weight, and then image, and then the status. And right here we can say values, open and close parentheses, and in here we're gonna set the number of question marks that signifies the number of parameters. So we have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so 7 question marks right here, 2 3 4 5 6, and then 7. There we go. You can save that. Import the prepare statement. Where is it? So import java.sql dot prepared statement. Okay, so prepared statement, right after that we're gonna set the parameters. So again, we have 7 parameters that needs to be set. Okay, so we have the first one, so set string, and then 1, and then we need to pass in the barcode, and then we could just copy and paste this 6 times. 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have the second parameter, third, fourth, fifth. We have 6th and 7th parameter. The second will be for the description. The third one will be for price. We also have the category, and this will be for is weight. Okay, the 6 will be special. This is because this is a file. Okay, and we get this coming from here, file input stream, because we're trying to save an image. But right here, let's just check. Yeah, we have an image right here. So method set string, that's because we need to set binary stream. There you go, instead of string. So the 7th one will be for the status of our product, so if it is available or not. Okay, so after this we're gonna execute our update, or insert SQL. So res, or that will stand for the result of this particular prepared statement. So prepared statement, and then execute update. Okay, and then we're gonna check if the result is greater than 0, meaning the result is successful, or the operation or the insertion of new product is successful. So we're gonna say show alert, and this time instead of an error type, we could say information. There you go. And then owner, remember we have already defined this particular variable earlier right here, which is this particular variable owner. And then we can say here the message will be products saved successfully. Okay, and then another one for the title, it will be success. Okay, and after that one, we need to clear the values of the text field. So for example, the barcode, so the barcode, we have the description, we have the price. For the category, CB categories that value property, and then we're gonna set to none, and status and weight, so CB weight and then CB status. So again, we're just trying to reset the values of our fields. And then the other one is for the image view, and then we're gonna set the image into null. There you go. And the file equals to null. Okay, so after this, we're gonna call the method show products. Okay, now if the result is less than 0, then we could say else. We could just copy this show alert for our error. So there were errors while processing, and then the title will be form error. Okay, so I think that's it for saving our product. We could try this. Let's just clean and build first our application, and then we'll check if it will work or not. So let's just hope that all will be all right, and then we will have adding a new product feature added. So admin, and then admin, login successful, and then manage product. Again, browse an image. So first, let's try to not browse an image. We're not gonna touch this ID field right now because this is auto generated for us. So it should be auto generated. We're gonna set that later on. So for example, the barcode is 1 2 3 4 5, and then the description is new product. Price will be 45.00. Later on, we will try to restrict also if the price should not contain any text, so it should only be a number or decimal number. So category will be meal, weight, yes. Let's just set it to no, and status will be available. So for now, let's just try to save. So we have this particular error, please select an image. That's basically what we want because we haven't selected an image for this particular product. So browse, and then let's just say go to here, and then just select an image, and then save. So product save successfully. It should say products. I mean product, not products, because we're just trying to save one product. So click on OK, and we now have this particular product right here added. So we have implemented this particular feature. Now in the next video, if what we want to implement also is whenever we click on this, new product or any of this record right here, it should set the values into this particular text field. So for example, the barcode, the description, the price, category, whenever we click any element or any record in this particular table view. And also we're gonna set the save button into disabled, because whenever we click this, we don't want the user to save these values if the values are being set right here. Instead, we want to enable the update button and the delete. That's because the user selected a record in this particular table view. So I think that's it for this particular video, and if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you can wait for the next video and try to catch up, and then we will try to improve this particular application. And of course, as I've said from the previous tutorial, we will improve the user interface of this POS, and maybe include printing of receipt. Okay, so I think that's it, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.